Hello, everyone. Welcome. We have a busy, a lot of stuff to cover tonight. Um, hello. Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Hello to everyone on Instagram, on Facebook, and YouTube, and on TikTok. How is everyone doing? Okay, so I'm going to give a couple of minutes so some people can show up uh, because I know I will get this ask the same questions over and over again. So I'm going to give opportunities for people to show up. Okay, I should have worn a dark shirt and hold on, let me lift this up. There we go. Now I can see. Okay, so hello, Pastor Kevin Joe. Hey, brother dear, how are you? Um, Tonight we are going to be talking about um, preparing for baby, pre-baby prep, things that you can be doing, the things that you need to be doing while you're waiting on baby to come. Because there's a list, I mean, a whole long list. I'm gonna hit the highlights tonight. If you want a detailed description or uh, need some more guidance, go to my bio, my link in my bio, and click book an appointment so I can help you. Hello, literacy lady. How are you? Okay, so now we got some people in, so we're going to get started. First of all, if you want to participate in the um, giveaway tonight, please put a color into the comments box. If you want to participate in the um, how do I feel about adoption? I feel that adoption is good. One of my best friends adopted. She was a foster mom. Well, she still is a foster mom, but she fostered the child first, and then when that child turned age 2, she adopted her. And even though she's a single mom, um, I love her little girl. She is mm, so precious. So, hello. Now, like I said, if you want to, yes, I am online. If you want to participate in tonight's giveaway, please place a color, and that color is the 8 colors in the crayon box: red, yellow, green, purple, orange, black, brown. What did I forget? What did I forget? I forgot a color. Yeah, what color did I forget? Anyway, the 8 colors in the uh, excuse me, the 8 colors in the crayon box. All right, so we're going to get started. The first thing I want you to know, um, when you're waiting on your baby's arrival, there are several things that you need to do to your home to prepare your baby for your home. First of all, check all of your smoke detectors. Make sure the batteries are changed. Make sure they are in good working order. Hello, Linda. How are you? Make sure they're in good working order. Make sure that you have a carbon monoxide uh, detector. If you don't have one, you can go and purchase one. And make sure that you have uh, someone to come and check your home for radon. All of these are gases that are emitted. Well, the carbon monoxide and the radon are gases that are emitted and can um, harm you and your baby. But your baby will be affected more than you will because uh, they're brand new. So have all those things checked, and also check with the paint. If you're planning on painting the child's nursery, the baby's nursery, check and make sure that you get eco free, eco, what is it called? Um, shoot. It's the eco free paint because the VO some of the paints contains VOCs, which is a volatile organic compounds which emit gases. So if you're going to paint, make sure you check for the type of paint that you're using on your child's walls. You don't want those gases to affect your baby. Also, off gassing. Since we're talking about gas, off gassing. A lot of people don't know that the toys that you buy, the packaging that they're in, um, they build up gases in that packaging, especially if it's in plastic. Take all of your baby gear out of the plastics, out of the boxes, and let them air out before baby comes. Okay? Hello, Crystal. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so make sure that you do that. Make sure that you off gas all of your baby equipment, swings, um, clothes. Make sure you wash the clothes before you put them on because some manufacturers spray uh, chemicals on the clothes to make sure they stay all nice and pressed and clean and pristine so they're looking cool and clean and bright and shiny and wrinkle free so that you will be more apt to buy them. Yeah. So make sure you wash your baby's clothes. And what do you think about silicones? Um, I have no, I'm transgender. Is that okay? If you want to adopt, then I'm sure that there are people out there that are adopting. I have worked as a nanny for a couple of dads that were married. Millie says, "Thank you for the great information you're sharing." You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. What do I think about silicones? I like silicones. I use them from preparing baby foods. I use them around my kitchen when I make muffins. Um, there's so many different products that I have that are silicones. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I actually know um, Danny. She is he is a transgender first time mom. But yes, and you can follow his story on Facebook because he shares about his baby on Facebook. Um, but back to the paints. If your house was built before 1978, please get it checked for lead. If it was built before 1978, if the home that you're living in was built before 1978, please make sure that you get it checked for lead because homes that are built before 1978, some of the paint on the walls, some of the etchings on the walls can have lead paint. Even around the window sills, if your window sills, uh, some of that paint is lead based. Hold on. There we go. Uh, so if that's what if you are living in a house older than that's built before or 1978 and backwards beyond, uh, get a check. Okay. Uh, now, also, you can, if you're decorating, you can use wall decals instead of painting these huge murals. You can use wall decals, and that way, as your child grows, you can change the murals because they're 3 years old. Oh, I don't like the teddy bear anymore. I want Spider Man. And now here you go painting over the teddy bear when you can just get, they have those, what they call big heads. It's like sticker, the wall decals that go on the walls. Yeah, we use some in Landon and Mason's room. Uh, Landon wanted Spider Man, and uh, Mason wanted Bob the Builder. So the right side was Landon's side of the room, and the left side was Mason's. So it had two different decors, but it fit. And she used wall decals. So when they get older and they grow out of Spider Man and Bob the Builder and they want something else, then they'll have something else. Okay, so now wash all your clothes, the baby's clothes, wash their sheets, their blankets, all the clothing that you're going to be using, burp cloths, all of that stuff. Make sure you have it washed before baby comes. Okay? If you have someone that's going to be helping you, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, cousins, whoever's coming, your NCS, if you want them to wash them a couple of days, while you're in the hospital and get the nursery put all together, get all the clothes in the drawers, do that. You can never have enough onesies. You can never have enough burp cloths. So please, please, please know that you're going to use those onesies, those burp cloths, and as far as sleepwear for the baby, I personally, as an NCS, I prefer either the nightgowns because it's easy to get to them. And I also prefer the Love to Dream swaddle up with the hands up swaddle. I like the hands up swaddle because some of these babies nowadays, they come here rolling over to their side. If their hands are swaddled up, it's kind of a deterrent from them rolling. Now, if they roll over their hands up in the air like this, then yeah, they need to roll on over. You need to just take the swaddle off of them because they need to roll on over. But I like the hands up because it deters them from rolling from side to side. Uh, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the swaddle up. Baby's arms are swaddled up. This is the Love to Dream swaddle. Um, Baby's arms are swaddled up. So if they try to roll this arm or this arm would deter them. It's like when they roll, their arms hit whatever, the mattress, and they hit this. Okay. And speaking of mattress, that was the next thing on my list. Um, if you have these cute little layered sets and comforters and all that, out of the bed. When baby goes in the bed, everything comes out. You can, dress up your bed so when people come to visit, it can look all cute and everything. When that baby is in that bed, everything out of the bed except the baby and the mattress and the sheet that goes over the mattress. Everything else, no soft toys, no blankets, no binky. I mean, well, I shouldn't say binky because the binkies with the little animals on the end, the little blankets on the end. They do have a little bink. And when I say binkies, in case you don't know, I mean pacifiers. Uh, don't put those in the bed with the baby. Okay, they are hazardous to your child. Okay, just letting you know. Don't do it. Mattress, crib sheet, baby. No blankets on the baby. If you want to swaddle the baby in a blanket, that's one thing. That's totally different than laying a blanket on top of the baby. No, we're not gonna do that. Even if you have to double swaddle the baby, then double swaddle the baby. And I've had some people that swaddle the baby with a blanket and then put them inside of a sleep sack, was swaddled up. Because a lot of babies, um, it depends on the time of year that they're born. If it's the middle of the summer and you like it cold in the house, your baby, when they are first born, it's hard for them to keep their body heat. So you want to make sure that they stay warm. You don't want them too hot, but you want to make sure they stay warm. The room temperature should be between 68 and 72 degrees all year round. What size? What size babies have to sleep on? back, back. Always back is best. We just had a question on TikTok. What's on what side um, the baby sleep on, the stomach or the back? Back is best until your baby is able to roll over both ways and comfortably roll over and quote unquote save themselves if they should happen to stick their head down. You want that baby to be able to push up, turn their head from side to side, be able to roll over into a different position. You do not want to put your baby on their tummy and kind of turn their head because uh, your baby has enough strength to turn their head, but that nose right there that sticks out kind of gets it stuck, and they are stuck with their heads like this into the crib. You want your baby to be able to turn from side to side to lift their heads up. That's why tummy time is so important to sleep. Tummy time helps to build that head muscle and helps them to roll so that they can easily maneuver themselves in their crib. So, tummy time conducive to sleep time. Okay. Um, let's see what else is on my list. If you are using a rug on the floor, if make sure, especially if it's a hardwood or a tile floor, make sure it has non-skid grips under there. They have some cute baby rugs, but some of them don't have a non-skid surface underneath them. Make sure you put a non-skid surface underneath there because if you don't, in the middle of the night, baby starts crying and you rushing in there, that rug skids and you going down. So have non-skid slides up under your rug. Um, also, let's see. Let me look on this list. Okay, so if you are going to sleep, moms, if babies are going to sleep in the room with you, have you an area set up close to you, especially if you're going to breastfeed. Have an area set up close to you, whether it's a table or the nightstand, where you can have the breast pump if you're breastfeeding. Because if you're feeding, you need to, if the baby doesn't drink all the milk, most newborns, there's still milk left inside your breast. It's best to pump it out and store it for later, instead of saying, well, I'll just wait until the next time. Yes, pump your breast. You're going to need the breast pump. You're going to need the bags for storage. You're going to need some bottles to catch the milk in. You're going to need whatever medicines as you come home from the hospital. It's going to need a place for that. Water, snacks. Make sure you stock up before you come home, because especially if you had a C-section, it is hard getting up out of that bed to go get snacks when you have run out. So make sure you are prepared to have all these things in a set up area next to you or close to you. Have plenty of diapers, um, rash medicine, the butt paste, or whatever you're going to use, and have um, uh, I like the little butt spatula where you can just put the butt paste or the diaper rash cream on there and slather it on their little behinds, and you don't get it all over your hands. Have one of those on hand so that you are prepared for that baby. They have portable diaper changing pads, and I'm not talking about the little pads that go on top of the diaper changing table to keep it clean. I'm talking about the portable that's like a plastic. It has like a plastic. It's like a little scoop. You can have one of those in baby's room, and you can have it in the room with you so that it is easy accessible to you to change the baby's pamper. Everything you need right there, so you can get rest in between feeding the baby and changing the baby. Have it right there so you won't have to get up and move around. You need to get up and move around, but if you are in a condition, you don't know what's going to happen once you get from that, go and have that baby. Have everything ready to go. Okay. Um, Also, while we're speaking about breastfeeding, have different sizes, phalanges for um, your pump because your breasts are going to change size when they get full. Uh, the size that you have may be too small, and it will hurt you when you try to pump. So have some big ones, and they come in from extra small sizes, from extra small, which is like a 19 millimeter, to an extra large, which is like a 30 millimeter. So check your breast pump and see that you have enough um, of those, the right size. Have a couple of different sizes just in case one does not work for you. You'll have another one that will work for you. Okay, and hands-free bras where you can just stick it in there, and because the baby may start crying in the middle of you pumping. You need your hands free to pick up the baby instead of turning the pump off, taking everything off, then going to get the baby, uh, patting the baby, and you're leaking, because once you start pumping, it will start that milk to flowing, and you're sitting here leaking all over the place. So make sure you have everything, a, a hands-free bra for when you're pumping. Okay, have breast pads, because when your breasts start to get full, sometimes you may not be in a place where you can feed the baby, or you may not be in a place where you can pump the milk if you're not breastfeeding. If you're expressing the milk and feeding through the bottle, have some pads with you at all times. Okay. Um, Also, make sure you have those little membrane belts that go on the end, because those little things, uh, it would seem like you wouldn't lose them, but sometimes they get caught in the garbage disposal. You don't know it fell down the garbage disposal. What happened? And somebody turns the garbage disposal on, and here you go. Where are your extras? Always have extras on hand. Okay. You're gonna need some breast, um, your breast pump cleaner. And if you are borrowing a breast pump from somewhere or renting one from somewhere else, change those little tubes. Don't use the tubes that are on there. If the tubes are on there, it costs the cost of the tubes, the little clear tubes that go from the pump to the uh, flange. Change that tube, because mold can build up in there, and sometimes you don't always see it. So change the tube, make sure that it is clean for you. There's nothing wrong with borrowing, a pump from somewhere, your cousin or your sister or whatever. A girl, you don't have to buy that. I got one of those. Make sure you buy the tubes. Look at the manufacturer. Make sure you get the right size tube for the right pump. Some of them are interchangeable, um, and they work with several different bottles, but make sure you get the right tubing for that breast pump, because you want that milk that's flowing through that little tube is going into your baby's body. And if there's mold in there, guess what? It's going to go into your baby's body, and you don't want that. So make sure you get your own set of tubes and clean them. You don't put them in the dishwasher, you have to soak them, get them clean. Okay. But that's a topic for another day. Make sure you have plenty of ice packs and heating pad. Ice packs and heating pad. I can't stress it enough. Have more. Oh, I got an ice pack. No, you're gonna need about three or four, because when you start rotating that ice pack, you're gonna need one cold at all times. Sometimes two cold at all times. So you're gonna need to get you some ice packs. Okay. I like the gel ice pack. I don't like the one with the peas in it, because it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't get cold enough. It doesn't stay cold long. I like the kind with the gel where you can maneuver it, but you can still feel it's kind of icy in there. Those are the kind that I get for myself, because they stay colder longer, and have a cover for that ice pack. Don't put that cold ice on your that ice pack on your bare skin. Have a cover for that ice pack, okay? Um, Also, you need two journals. Create yourself two journals. One is a medical journal, a medicine journal, not medical, a medicine journal, because if your baby comes home from the hospital on special medication, or even throughout the baby's first year or two, you need a medicine journal, and keep it in the same place so everybody can see it and everybody will know. Check the medicine journal before you get his baby medicine, because teething is coming. You may want to give him teething tablets, or you may want to give him oral gel, or you may want to give him Tylenol, or they may be old enough for Motrin. Either way, keep a medical journal. Write down in the medical journal what is going on. You gave the baby how much medicine, at what time, and the date. Make sure you date it, time it, and the amount. If you don't do nothing else, those three things need to be in there. And that way, if somebody comes into your home, the nanny, the grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, cousin, sister from or down the street, whoever comes in there, check the medical journal, the medicine journal before you give that baby any medicine, so that you will know and they will know, and you will not overdose your baby. Okay? The second journal you need is a food journal, especially if you are breastfeeding. Some babies are allergic to milk enzymes. I've worked with several who are allergic to milk enzymes, or some of the food that you may be eating. You may love, love, love broccoli, but broccoli does not love, love, love your baby. It goes into you, it's digested. You're breastfeeding, it goes into the baby. Baby gets gas, and you wonder, what's wrong with my baby? He's so gassy, he's crying all the time. Think about what you're eating. Write down what you're eating. So, if your baby has an allergic reaction, if your baby has any kind of reaction to the milk that you're feeding them, you will know, okay, so let's try eliminating the broccoli. Let's see if that helps. You will know, okay, so I ate beans yesterday. That might not have agreed with my baby. So take the beans out of your diet. Or you may be eating a lot of ice cream because you're still craving that ice cream. And you love your bowls. Now, me, I love bowls of cereal. I don't know what it was, but when I was pregnant, cereal was it. Cereal and tea. That was my go-to. It had to stay in the house. My cereal and my tea. If I ran out, whew, I thought I was going to lose my mind one day. I didn't have either one to comfort me. I had to make a trip to the grocery store. So make sure that you are writing down what you're putting into your body, because what you're putting into your body directly affects your baby. So you want those two journals ready to go when you get home from the hospital. And even in the hospital, make mental note. If you have your cell phone, make a mental note of what you're eating, what put it in your body, so that you will know if your baby's having a bad reaction to it. Then you'll know, okay, let me start by eliminating this first. Okay, that's not helping. Okay, let me add that to the list. So let me take that out of my diet. Oh, that helped. Okay, so you make a mental note, check. Do not eat that while you're breastfeeding, because it's affecting the baby. Okay. Now that's not to say that when the baby gets older that you can't eat it, or the baby won't eat it. But right now that it's making that baby gassy, which means their little tummies can't handle it. As they get older, they'll be able to handle it most of the time. I can't guarantee you that, but most of the time they'll be able to handle it. So um, make sure that you have those two journals. Okay, so let me see, what else do I have on the list. Um, Make sure that you have a rocking chair in your baby's room, somewhere you can sit, and have an end table in the room, in the baby's room, okay? Because in the middle of the night, it will literally break your back if you're sitting there going like this, walking around. Have a yoga ball. in your baby's room because it helps with your back. Now, your knees, some people say, well, I can't do that because of my knees. Well, have a rocking chair or a recliner or a chair with an ottoman in the baby's room so that you can relax. Make sure it has good back support because you just had a baby and your back and all of your middle, your core and your back are weak from having that baby. So make sure you have a comfortable chair and an ottoman and a table because you're going to need to put the bottle down and birth the baby. You don't want to bend over, sitting it on the floor. If you had, especially if you had a C-section, you're not going to be able to bend over and get it back up. So have a table and a chair in your baby's room so that you can be comfortable when you're comforting your baby. Okay. Um, Before you go into the hospital, and I know this is probably sounds silly to some of you all, do some self care. Get your hair done, 2 or 3 days before that due date, before you're going to get your hair done. I know as I know several African American women get their hair braided as in a protective style because it may be 6, 7 weeks before you go back to the salon and get your hair done. So make sure you got a decent style before you go in. So when people come to visit you, you can just whip it up right quick and hello, how y'all doing? Okay, get your nails done. If you got those long pointy nails, you're gonna cut your baby every time you move. Get your nails trimmed, or at the least get them rounded so that you won't poke your baby with your nails. Okay? It's bad enough that your baby has nails and they will probably try to scratch themselves. Get your nails done too. I know you want those long nails and pretty, and being pregnant with the vitamins going on, they make your nails and your hair grow all nice and pretty. Yeah, but think about your baby, and you got this precious little one, your first time mom, and they move. When they move, you move, but you all went in opposite directions, and you poked your baby with your nail. Just be careful. Just a little advice. Uh, let's see. Oh, and you might want to consider a doula for when you're that will help you while you're pregnant and during pregnancy. A birth doula helps you during the birthing process. Um, you might want to consider a postpartum doula after the baby's born. Someone that is there to help take care of you, especially if you have a C-section, to uh, help you up, walk with you. Consider a newborn care specialist, which is someone who comes in and takes care of the baby overnight. Well, usually it's overnight while you sleep and get some rest. Consider those services because you will probably need them. At least consider the first 6 weeks of having someone there with you to help you, especially first time moms. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. An NCS can help you, postpartum doula can help you, your doula can help you through all of those things because the things that you learn at the hospital, they give you that class at the hospital, you will forget when that baby starts screaming, everything just goes out the window. You get mom brain and it just goes out the window and you're like, oh gosh, what did they say to do about this? Oh my God, I can't remember. Yes. So consider the postpartum doula, and the NCS, and maybe later on a nanny. All of those people work together so that you can have a healthy baby, healthy mommy, and you can get on track. And also, postpartum doula can also be there to detect because you don't know whether or not you're going to, how bad postpartum is going to be with you. Some women is mild, and we call it the baby blues. Yes, there's some crying going on. Some women, they turn into a completely, totally different person. And you're like, and the husband's like, who is this? This is not my wife. Where did this woman come from? Because your hormones, I had fibroid tumors. And when I tell you it messed with my hormones, and I found out I had them when I was pregnant with my last child, my third child. Oh my gosh. Between the pregnancy and the fibroids, I thought I was going crazy some days. So when your hormones are raging like that, and they will be still raging after after you have that baby, that's why it's called postpartum. You need someone there that's going to be able to detect those signs of postpartum. You need someone who's there to help you, and you need to have a postpartum plan. And that is important because if you have a postpartum doula, a NCS, a nanny, whoever is there, will notice something's not right as you start talking crazy, like, I think I just want to walk outside, and you live in a high rise, and ain't nothing, and you're like, I just want to go, I'll just walk out the door and just keep walking. Say, what? You gonna walk out the door and keep walking? What are you talking about? Hold on. You need somebody that's going to call your friend, uh, call husband and say, is this normal behavior? Is she just joking? Is this her normal behavior? Or does she really need some help? Because some moms really need more than what just the nanny, mom, grandma and grandpa can provide for you. They really need help. And it's okay to ask for help, because your hormones will take over your life. And just because, oh, it's 6 months and it's 6 weeks postpartum, I went to get my checkup. And no, postpartum can go beyond that 6 weeks. Just because you made it to the 6 weeks does not mean that you're out of the postpartum period. So have those people in place so that you can get the help that you need if you need it. You don't need it, hallelujah, great. But if you need it and don't have someone there to recognize it, I just don't want you to end up hurting yourself or hurting your baby or hurting someone else, because I've seen it happen. I am so serious. I'm not trying to scare you. I am being so serious. Okay. Um, Now, um, moving on to my next tip. Oh, and don't forget to if you're breastfeeding, have a lactation educator, lactation, a board certified lactation consultant on speed dial, or someone that you know can call someone for you to help you with lactation, because um, breastfeeding is hard work. It looks easy when you see it on TV. Oh, mm-mm. It's painful. It is, if the baby doesn't latch right, it can be painful. It depends on the position of the baby, position of your nipples. It's a lot of things to figure out. So have someone there that can help you. Take the classes that they give you at the hospital, and if you need more than that, have someone come over and instruct you on how to do it, because what we want is for you and baby to have the best beginning, because you start your best beginning and leads to even greater things. So, um, while I'm thinking about it, if you haven't put your color in the box in the comments, if you want to participate on in the giveaway tonight, put your color in the box in the comments. Okay, let me read these comments over here on TikTok. Thanks for those ideas. That is so smart. I would never thought of that. This is the first time I've heard of this idea. I love it. Hey, Nanny, my baby just started solids yesterday. Her doctor recommended oatmeal cereal. I had a question. Okay, Cheyenne, uh, go ahead. Let me scroll through here to make sure I didn't miss. Uh, I missed a whole lot of stuff. Okay, let me go back up to the top. Uh, let's see. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so Um, let's see. What about stuffed animals? Are we supposed to watch that too? No stuffed animals in the crib. No stuffed animals. Nothing in the cribs with the baby except the baby and maybe a pacifier. Uh, what about when somebody gives you a present? You can take that stuffed animal and save that stuffed animal for later. Put it on top of the shelf so it look all cute and everything in the baby's room, and leave it up there. So when they become age appropriate for that toy, then give it to them. Let them play with it. No baby as of yet. I just want to learn. Well, I'm glad you're here to learn. What do you think about blackout curtains for the newborns? I was just about to get to that. But yes, that's on the list. Blackout curtains. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, thank you, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tyler's, what's going on, Nana? Hello, Tyler. How are you? Hello, Adela. Thanks for joining me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so I've heard mixed reviews on getting blackout curtains. Um, I like blackout curtains, and the reason you're hearing mixed reviews, and I'm a living witness to this. I've had parents who had the blackout curtains. I mean, it was total darkness, everything in the room, total darkness. Um, and it is okay to have the blackout curtains, but the babies were like 18, 19 months old, and they were still sleeping with the blackout curtains even at nap time. They had the blackout curtains. And then she traveled. She went to grandma's house. Grandma didn't have blackout curtains. Babies didn't sleep. They were cranky and they didn't have it was awful, um, for them because the babies didn't sleep. And I shouldn't say babies because they were 18, 19 months old, they're toddlers at that point. But they had always had blackout curtains. Now, there is a remedy to that. They do have portable blackout curtains. You can get the dark garbage bags and put it over the windows. Just kind of tape it to the windows during nap time at nighttime if you don't want the light to come in. But I can also see the other side of that is if the room is dark all the time, then they won't adjust to sleeping in different types of settings. If you go travel, if you're a traveler and you don't carry your blackout curtains with you, or they're in a different environment and there's noise, or there is just a little bit of light at the top, or the door sits up this high, the bottom of the door sits up this high, and there's light coming in from under the door. So I can see it both ways. I wouldn't want to feel like I'm trapped and I can't take my kids anywhere because, well, how are they going to sleep? Because they're used to sleeping in the dark. And if they're used to sleeping in the dark, guess what? I'm afraid that they're not going to sleep anymore because uh, and you're stuck. And you're thinking, well, I just need to stay at home. We won't go next time. And that's what mom wanted to do. I said, no. I said, what you do is you just, gradually let some light into the room. I said, if you know you're traveling, uh, get them used to sleeping with a little light. And I also say, get you a noise machine, a sound machine, and don't be afraid to talk outside of the baby's room. Don't walk around, shh, the baby's sleeping, shh, be quiet. No, because if you travel, it's not going to always be quiet like it is at home. So if you're cooking, I'm not saying bang pots and pans around, but what I am saying is have a conversation, turn the noise machine on, um, life as normal goes on. I'm not telling you to be banging everything around so the kids will wake up, but make sure that there's a balance so that your kids can sleep more than just at home in their room with it's quiet and it's all dark and don't wake them up. Okay. Um, hey nanny, my baby just started solid. Just okay. Uh, this is the first time I've heard this idea. Love it. Lovely idea. The medicine journal, uh, about preparing the oatmeal with formula in a bottle. Is it okay to start with 1 ounce of oatmeal? Then, okay, so you're preparing the food, oatmeal in the bottle instead of feeding the baby the oatmeal. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Um, I know some people make sure that the best advice I can give you because I can tell you there are mixed reviews on this too. Make sure that the nipple opening is big enough for the oatmeal. I would dissolve the oatmeal in the formula. Make sure it's stirred up with no clumps. Make sure that it is smooth so that it seamlessly goes down with the milk. Because what you don't want is a glob to get stuck in the baby's throat of oatmeal. Uh, so make sure it's smooth. Make sure that you have the right nipple on the bottle for the oatmeal. I think the size four, well, I should say on the Dr. Brown's bottles, the size four is for thicker liquids. I don't know what it is on the rest of the bottles, but I do know the Dr. Brown's bottles because that's the one I use the most. Okay. What do you do if you don't have anyone to support? You call me. Make an appointment with me. I can help you. I can walk you through. I've had moms do that before. We've had virtual sessions and she held up the baby. What is this? What's that? How do I do this? And I have my little baby over here and I just show her how I do things with the baby and we work it out. And I give her tips and yeah, we work it out. I can't help myself. I have to participate. Blue formula for the rest, or is what else too much? How much are you feeding the baby? And when you say 1 ounce um, of oatmeal, how are you measuring that 1 ounce? That's what I need to know. Is it by weight or is it in a measuring cup? How are you measuring that? Okay, so uh, let me know. Um, I love you for that. You love me for what, not Nina? I'm not sure what you love me for, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I have a question over here on Facebook. Oh, you're my superhero. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. Sonia said, "Hi, I'm working with a new mom. She woke up the baby when she was napping. She thinks if she sleep more than 2 hours, she is not going to sleep in the night. Her friend is sleeping consultant. Yes, if the baby uh, working with a new mom. Okay, so how old is the baby? That's the first thing. If your baby is sleeping for napping, yes, I wake babies up too. When I get the babies on schedule, I have a 90 minutes, a 90, uh, well, basically it's like a 3 hour schedule, 90 minutes up, 90 minutes down. And yes, I do wake the babies up and I have them on a schedule. um, because putting babies on a schedule during the day helps them to sleep better overnight. So your sleep consultant, the baby's 5. Oh yes, 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 yes. Wake that baby up. No, do not let that baby sleep all day long. Just because they can sleep more than 2 hours does not mean that they should. Yes, wake that baby up. 5 months old, yes. And at 5 months old, um, the baby might be close to transitioning to uh, instead of 3 or 4 naps a day, the baby's probably transitioning to more like 2 to 2.5 naps a day. So, yeah, wake the baby up. Exactly. Hello, Rose. How are you? Hello, Josie D. And Open Heart Agency. Hello. Thanks for joining me. Um, Love that schedule idea. Oh, yes, yes. I think I might just go ahead and make it in the bowl. Yes, if you're making it in a bowl for your baby, I measured it by the baby bottle. Oh, okay, so 1 ounce in the baby bottle. Yes, okay. And how much milk are you adding to it? That's what I want to know. So it can be smooth. The oatmeal can be smooth because you don't want to chuck the baby. You're welcome, Sonia. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so last call. We got 9 minutes. Okay, last call. If you want to participate in tonight's giveaway, I need you to put a color in the comments. It can be red, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, orange, and green. Did I say green? Okay, one of the 8 colors in the regular crayon box, the 8 colors, put one of those. In other words, no sky blue or sunshine yellow, none of that. Uh, just regular colors. Okay. She drinks 7 ounces. Okay, 1 ounce should be enough. If you measure it by the bottle, 1 ounce should be enough. But what I would do is make sure out of that 7 ounces in a bowl, put the oatmeal in the 1 ounce in a bowl, and then put about an ounce or two of the milk that you put in the bottle, and make sure the oatmeal is smooth. Put it back in the bottle and add the other 5 ounces to the bottle, and then feed it to your baby. Because you want, and make sure you shake it up so it's nice and smooth. You don't want any clumps in there for the baby to get kind of choked on. All right, so I have, oh my gosh, I have 5 pages uh, of stuff here that I wrote down. I also have a nursery list, a registry, a nursery registry. And I think I mentioned pretty much everything on here. Oh, one thing, have a red light um, because you can buy those little tap on lights, but that light breaks the melatonin. And when you break that melatonin, babies don't go back to sleep so well. Have a red light. There is such a thing as I think it's like a red, what is it called? Red gummy bear night light. You can put the red gummy bear night light, um, or a red flashlight, or the family that I work with a few years ago. They have, um, well, I shouldn't say a few years ago. This was last, yeah, last year, because the kids are a year old. Last year, last spring, they have these lights. They're made by Philips. It's called a Hue, Hue, and they are Bluetooth lights, and they change. They have a range of colors. We have one in the baby's room, and I have the app on my phone, and I can If I'm getting ready for a baby to take a nap, we have the hatch. The hatch has is a sound machine, and it has a red light on it. Uh, but either way, get your red light for when in the middle of the night when the baby needs to change and everything. The hue lights, you screw them in and you connect them to the internet, and they're through Bluetooth on your phone, and you can just flip through the colors, and it's like a color wheel, and you can put it on red, and I always tap the little red button. So when she gets ready to go down, even for nap time, I know you've seen in some of my videos that I have the red light. I knew the last one uh, I did about the sleep suit. The sleep suit. Um, she at the very end it says night night sleep tight. That red light in the background is from her ceiling. That's the glow of the red light in her room. I can change that light from red to green to purple to blue to turquoise to whatever color I want to change it, as long as it's on that color wheel. But we keep it on red so that when she wakes up, and it has a dimmable switch on it. So you can turn it on just a little bit, or you can turn it up to the brightness up. And when she's waking up, I start out at about 40% of the red light. And as she wakes up and she starts twisting and turning, I'll slide it up to like 70%. And sometimes she needs to stretch, but my baby sneezes. The baby sneezes when the bright lights come on. I don't know why she sneezes when the bright lights come on, but she sneezes when the bright lights come on. So we would always keep it in the red and slowly ease the light up so that she wouldn't sneeze. But and then once she's up and kind of awake, moving around, then we turn it to yellow light or white light so that we can see the whole room. At an astronomy store, you can get a small red bulb flashlight. Yes, you can. And there are also lamps. You can get a lamp and put a red bulb in. I know they said red bulbs in Walmart and Target, wherever. You can get a small lamp and put a little red bulb in there. Um, Either way, just put the red bulb because the red light doesn't break the melatonin. And if you're playing with your phone at night when the baby, that breaks the melatonin. That blue screen light, it breaks the melatonin. So you don't want to do that. At what month do you put that crib padding around the crib? You don't. You don't. That's why I said nothing, 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 nothing in the bed except the baby, the crib, mattress, and the sheets. Those bumper pads that you're talking about, even the mesh ones, are a hazard to your baby. Okay? You do not want the baby to start rolling over, and he's swallowed up and he can't roll back, and his face lands into that mesh or lands into that bumper pad, and it's like this. After so long, less oxygen is getting to the brain. You don't want that for your baby. I promise you. You do not want that. So, nothing, nothing, nothing. No bumper pads, no stuffed animals, no blankets, no comforters, no, oh, my grandma knitted this quilt for me when I was a baby. I'm going to put it in my baby bed. No, none of that either. It may look cute. If the baby's in the bed, that needs to be out. You can put it in there, make it look all cute for guests coming over. But when that baby gets ready to go to sleep, everything in that bed except for the pacifier, the baby, and even if you're not using the pacifier, don't put the pacifier in there. Everything comes out of that bed. because you want that baby to be safe. Okay? So I'm saying. All right. Now, it is 1 minute before 9 o'clock. Let me check and see if I have a winner. I already have the color on my page over here. I wrote it down before we got started, before I even went online. I don't see one over here. I don't see one here. Let me see. Anybody else? At what age can you start putting baby on a boppy pillow? Um, I start out with the boppy pillow. I use the boppy pillow from day one, especially if we are. Uh, I use the boppy pillow to feed the baby. Um, Wait a minute. No, that's mom's breast friend. Um, that's a different pillow. Um, the boppy pillow, there's a little pillow that has the boppy pillow is hollowed out, and then there's another pillow that has the is not hollowed out, and then there's the mom's breast friend. So there's several different pillows that you can use, but I started using them immediately, and it just depends on my needs as to what I'm using it for. But I like the boppy pillow uh, for breastfeeding moms. Use the boppy pillow, and there's a boppy pillow for twins to feed them. Uh, One of my families had the double boppy pillows, and then they have, what is it called? Table for two. So if you want to feed them in a table for two, it's very expensive, but I like it. So um, let me see if anybody has. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I see in all these colors, and nope, that's not the right one. Nope, nope, nope. I'm trying to see. Oh, there's one. Let me write the name down. Let me see who, if I have another who has the right color. Okay, I only see one person with the right color. Let's see, red, navy. Just say blue. Just say blue. Okay, I only see one person with the right color. It is now 9. It's past 9 o'clock. Okay, so our winner, the color was orange. Okay, that was the color. The color was orange. I only have one winner over here on TikTok, and that is Pilot Jones. Congratulations, Pilot Jones. You have won tonight's giveaway. Let me write this down so I won't. Okay, I will be contacting you as soon as we are done. Let me go down here to the bottom. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right. I think I got everybody. All right. Now, I do have lists here. Let's see. I'll probably come back and finish some more of this next week, because we only hit the tip of the iceberg, but there's only a certain amount that I plan to share. If you like to have the list, the full list of everything that I have here, which is 5 different pages about preparing your home, about creating a nursery registry, expecting mothers, because I didn't go over the house maintenance. Um, so I'll come back next week and we'll do some more pre baby prep. Okay? So thank you all for joining me. Before you leave, please send me some some likes. If I've helped you in any way, please send me some likes. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If you are on Facebook, uh, hold on, let me go back over here. If you are on Facebook, please stop by and like my page, leave a review. If you're on Instagram, please follow me. If you're on all across the on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow me, please. And if you're on TikTok, please double tap the screen, send me some likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. What days do you go live? I go live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously. That's why you keep seeing me going back and forth because I am on 4 different social medias right now. So I'm looking back and forth to all of them so that I can communicate with everyone at the same time. I used to try to do it on different nights, and I would say something on one night and wouldn't say it on the next night. Well, you said last night. I was like, oh gosh. So now I do it all together so everybody gets the same. My baby mama said I need to be on here. I hope you learned something. Uh, thank you, Karen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and so much, Angela Johnson, for great info. Thank you, Adela, for joining me. Let's see. I think that's all of my comments. Oh, thank you, Linda. Happy. Oh, thank you for reminding me. If I have any nannies in the house that are watching, this week is National Nanny Recognition Week. Celebrate the nannies that you know. Send them a special message, send them a card, blast them in your stories. If you know a nanny, if you have a nanny, show them some extra appreciation. This week is International Nanny Recognition Week. Recognize the nannies in your lives. If you know someone who has a nanny, remind them to recognize their nanny. They may not know about International Nanny Recognition Week. And those of you who are my secret nanny person, I just wanted you to know that your gift is on the way. I've been tracking it, so it should be there soon. There was some. I was at the post office today, and they said, "Well, there was some trouble. I'm getting a message on my computer that said there was some trouble. It may be delayed." I'm like, "This can't be delayed. It needs to be there on time." So recognize your nannies. Recognize your nannies. I want to personally thank my bosses. Uh, they recognized me today. I got a gift card, and I love tea. If you all don't know, I love tea, and they had some tea that I tried. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So they got me a set of teas, and I'm going to be drinking tea from now until next year every day. So I'm excited about that. And they gave me my favorite these little muffins. Oh my gosh! So tea and muffins is one of my favorite things, uh, along with popcorn. But the tea and muffins, they know me and they pay attention, and that's what is so great about gifts from your from people that really listen and know you. It's the little fine details. They could have gotten me anything, an Amazon gift card or whatever, but they paid attention to what I like and got me what I like. And that's special to me. It made me feel special because it was something that I liked. So if you know a nanny, a babysitter, let them know that you appreciate them. Let them know that they are um, they are loved, they are appreciated, and that the work that they do is important. Yeah, I don't know how hard it is to be a nanny, uh, and how hard it is to be a nanny in a pandemic, even more. So, thank you, everyone. I am going to go now because I do have to go back to work tomorrow morning. And I will see you all next Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending time with me. And next week, we will come back and we will finish our baby, uh, pre baby prep because there are several other things that I wanted to tell you uh, that are on my list. If y'all see all this, it's like this list we didn't even go over, and half of the things in the registry, yeah, this list we didn't go over, or this list, and I have all these lists. So I'm not going to do every single thing. I just highlighted some of the main things that I wanted to talk to you about. Um, but like I said, if you want to go in depth about these, what I have on this list, please book an appointment. My link is in the bio. All you got to do is scroll down and say book an appointment. So you can book an appointment with me, and I can help you. Okay. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for your time. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. All right, everyone. I will see you all next week. You all have a great week and a great weekend. Do something special for yourself. I know I plan to do something special every day this week. That is on my list to do. Self care all week long because most of the time it's like Saturday or Sunday before I take care of me. But I'm doing something special for myself all week long because this is National Nanny Recognition Week. And I promised myself that I'm going to care more for me this week. And just take care of me. Make me feel special. So I will see you all next week. You all have a great week. Okay.